Hello friends, from now onwards we shall be starting with our series of practicals, and this is our first practical, which is about the gram-negative bacilli. Basically, laboratory diagnosis of gram-negative bacilli. Starting with the introduction part, the organisms that we would be covering here are E. coli, Klebsiella, Proteus, Pseudomonas. And as you are all aware regarding the protocol of the laboratory diagnosis, here it is as it goes. The first step in every disease or in each and every disease is the sample collection. Then comes the direct microscopy. The third is culture, and in culture we isolate the organism and identify the organism. And finally, antibiotic sensitivity testing. Now, after the sample collection, what we do is the direct microscopy of the sample. Now remember, this microscopy is directly from the sample and not from the organism. And we do the gram stain of that particular sample. In gram stain, as we all know that we can see structures that are gram positive, that is purple, and gram negative, that is pink. Now these structures could be organisms like gram negative bacilli, gram positive cocci. Also there could be cells like epithelial cells, pus cells, etc. After the direct microscopy of the sample has been done, we go for the culture of the sample, and this culture we do for the isolation of the pathogenic organism. And for the isolation purpose, we use the 4-flame method as shown here in the figure. The second step in microscopy is the gram stain. Now remember, this gram stain is of the organism and not of the sample. And here we would see whether the organism is gram positive or gram negative. Now along with the microscopy, we identify the organism or the artificial culture media based on the color, shape, size, consistency, etc. And as we all know, the most common artificial culture media that we use is the MacConkey agar as well as blood agar. As you are all aware that MacConkey agar is a differential artificial culture media, and this particular MacConkey agar contains peptone, agar, lactose, neutral red and taurochroin. Now the organisms which are able to ferment the lactose are termed as lactose fermenter, and they are pink in color as acid is formed from the lactose, while the organisms which are not able to ferment lactose are termed as lactose non-fermenter, and the color of the organism is pale or colorless. Now once we are clear regarding the color of the colony, that is the pink or pale, and whether it is lactose fermenter or lactose non-fermenter, we further move towards the identification of the organism based on either appearance or based on other tests. Let us take the lactose fermenter family first. In case of lactose fermenter gram-negative bacilli, there are two organisms that are very important to identify based on their appearance. The first one is E. coli. The colonies of E. coli are large, flat, irregular in shape, and also they may be umbilicated. While if the organism is Klebsiella, we shall now see the appearance of Klebsiella colonies. As we can see here, the colonies here are pink, that is lactose fermenting, mucoid, circular and dome shape. While here, which is E. coli, the colonies are again pink, that is lactose fermenting, flat, irregular in shape and spreading. Also, these colonies might be umbilicated. Pale lactose non-fermenting colonies. Now, as per the flow chart, when the colonies are pale, that is lactose non-fermenting, we shall first go for a biochemical reaction, that is oxidase test. As you can see here, oxidase test positive, oxidase test negative. When the oxidase test is positive, we shall consider the organism as Pseudomonas. And if the oxidase test is negative, we shall go for biochemical reactions for further identification of the organism. Also, there are two other organisms that can be identified because of their particular characteristics on certain other medias. The first one is Pseudomonas aeruginosa. Now, this particular organism has got a pigment that is called as pyocyanin pigment, and because of which the colonies are bluish green colonies on nutrient agar. And the second one is Proteus, which shows a particular type of motility that is called as swarming motility on blood agar. Agar slant of Pseudomonas aeruginosa. As you can see here, the pigment that is bluish green in color, the pyocyanin pigment. And this is the swarming of the organism Proteus on blood agar. Been done using microscopy and the appearance of the colonies on the agar. We subject every organism to biochemical reaction for their confirmation. The biochemical reactions are enlisted as in here. We can see individual biochemical reactions here. Indole, MR, VP, citrate, urease, triple sugar ion. Indole test positive, indole negative, citrate positive, citrate negative, urease positive, urease negative, triple sugar ion alkaline by acid with H2S and gas, triple sugar ion acid by acid with gas. In the last, antibiotic sensitivity testing is done on the particular pathogenic organism on Muller-Hinton agar using the Kirby-Bohr disc diffusion method, wherein the zone of inhibition is measured and interpretation of the zone is given as either sensitive or resistant or antibiotic sensitivity testing on Muller-Hinton agar using Kirby-Bohr disc diffusion method. Multiply by dividing, and so do happiness. Thank you.